Hey there, have you ever wondered why you just can't resist certain foods? Those snacks that combine fats and carbohydrates, like fries or pizza. Well, today we are diving deep into the fascinating science of how these foods impact your brain and gut. It's all connected through something called the gut brain axis, and the effects might surprise you. Let's kick things off with the brain's reward system. When we eat foods that combine fats and carbohydrates, the brain's reward center lights up more intensely than it would if we ate just fats or just carbs. This is called the supra addictive effect. That explains why these food combos are so appealing and, let's be honest, why it's so hard to stop after just one bite. But it doesn't stop there. Recent studies show that our gut has separate circuits to send information about fats and sugars to the brain. These gut brain pathways help signal cravings and even control our eating behavior. This means that when we eat foods high in fats and carbs, both circuits are activated, telling our brain that we have hit the jackpot and making those foods even more tempting. Now let's talk dopamine, the feel-good chemical. When the neurons in the vagus nerve sense fat or sugar, they trigger dopamine release in the brain's reward center. But when you eat foods that contain both fat and sugar, the dopamine release is even greater. It's a double whammy. This powerful combination makes it incredibly hard to resist these foods because our brain loves the extra dopamine rush. And guess what? What we eat also affects our gut microbiome. A diet high in fats and sugars can alter the gut bacteria, which in turn impacts neurotransmitter productions and even brain function. So, not only your gut talk to your brain, but what you eat can change the very bacteria that live inside your gut, potentially affecting your mood, cravings, and even cognitive function. From an evolutionary standpoint, our ancestors rarely encountered foods that combined both fats and carbs in nature. Think about it. Natural foods typically have one or the other. This is why our brains didn't evolve to handle both signals at once. This mismatch helps explain why processed foods, which are often loaded with both fats and carbs, can be so hard to resist. They're essentially hijacking the natural signals in our brains. Here is something you might not know. Our brains are actually pretty good at estimating calories from fats, but when it comes to carbs, we are not so accurate. And when you combine fats and carbs, the brain tends to overestimate the calorie content. This makes us feel fuller than we actually are, leading to overeating without realizing it. And this brings us to the biggest challenge: overeating. The combination of fats and carbs overstimulate the brain's reward system in ways we can't even consciously perceive. It's not just about these food tests, they are triggering unconscious responses that make it hard to stop eating, which can lead to overconsumption and, in the long run, metabolic issues. So, what have we learned today? Foods combining fats and carbohydrates can supercharge the brain's reward system, alter gut-brain signaling, and even affect how we estimate calories. While these foods are incredibly tempting, understanding how they impact the gut-brain axis can help us make smarter food choices. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on this fascinating connection between your gut, brain, and food. See you next time.